Hello everyone and welcome back to the Spearhead cast with me, Matt. It's been a while since we had one of these. We have one here now on Overloon at 3v3 on the Eastern Front, so I guess it's technically not Overloon. Might be somewhere in Eastern Germany perhaps. You'll never know. Anyway, let's go for the players. We have sent the Soviet Union today. We have Chewy without any commander choice yet. We have Theo going straight again with Shock Army for the Soviet Union. And we have Alucard, who's not picked anything either. Let's see what the Axis players are going. You have Zorzo as the Waffen-SS without a commander choice yet. You have Popo SK straight up the gate with Strafdivision for the Wehrmacht. Should be fascinating. And we have Silver Wolf also as the Waffen-SS. And also without a commander choice. Need to see if they pick stuff once they get onto the battlefield here proper. Overloon can be a pretty devastating and cautious urban map in the center. A lot of close quarters engagements that can really spell the doom for one side or the other. Ooh, and yeah, we have the first firefight here against just normal pioneers. Might not last as well here. On the northern flank, looks like we have the Soviets also fighting up here. Oh, looks like we have a command choice here. Still Wolf has gone for Panzer Tactics. And Zorzo has gone for Mechanisierte. Okay. Let's see if the other Soviets have gone for stuff. Chewy has gone for artillery. And Alucard has gone for tank. Okay, this should be fascinating. Good mix all around here for all the players. Pioneers trying to push up now on the conscripts. But we have some conscripts flanking out here. I've also changed the resolution here, but hopefully that should not affect the recording as much, because I got a widescreen monitor, but I picked a resolution that should compensate somewhat here in the recording. We'll have to see how it turns out in post, of course, but just have to get used to my monitor and everything. It is a very wide monitor, so yeah, which could mean some high quality stuff if I can get the recording to be correct. Plus the Germans are pushing up here the best they can. They also have support of a Kulwagen. Ooh, and that's a lot of shots coming in here from the Volksgrenadier. And actually a Grenadier. Yeah, those conscripts are basically gone, so they have to run. The Waffen-SS is pushing on the southern flank across the fields, but the Soviets have dug in. I'm recording this while my new router is trying to get you working, and it seems I'm having some internet issues, so I might not be able to upload this immediately, but at least I can record it, so that's nice. Sometimes I'm having some issues with my new FiberNet router, apparently. But it should be very good for my upload and download speed if it gets to work. Oh, we have a Shumin in here late by Popo SK, very nice. Germans laying mines is a very good thing, as it's something the German players have to remember to do. It's a very vital part of the German warfare. Maxim going up here in the building for Theo. Well, the Soviets are holding up the building up here. Some Storm Pioneers having a long-range engagement, but are slowly losing members. As the Soviets keep pumping on men and Maxims. Men and machine guns galore. But this is somewhat holding on down here in the southern fields. These Sturmgrenadiers are definitely doing a good job. But there's a lot of Soviets down here, slowly just putting shots into the Germans. Both sides hold their fuels and munitions at the moment. But the Soviets might try to make a push here for the munitions soon. Sturmgrenadiers have taken over the spot here for the Sturm Pioneers. Oh, maximum ring up here in the Storm Pioneers. Oh, and that's the 40 HQ being set up here by the Germans. Oh, not a good place to put it right here at the front line where it's not really covered yet. Meanwhile, the fighting continues here in the center of the town. Firefights all the way. Conscripts being used to merge the Maxim in the middle of the firefight. Good idea, but the machine gun might just be too much here with the Storm Grenadiers. I think that the conscripts might want to get out of the town as soon as they can. Gotta throw a Molotov first, though. Now the Maxim is set up here quite nicely. Next to the tractor and the sandbags. Putting shots in on the forward HQ, which I don't think takes damage from low caliber bullets. Well, I would not call a Maxim machine gun low caliber, but you probably get what I mean. Marksman here available. Already taking some pot shots toward the Maxim. But the Soviets could actually threaten the fuel point here shortly. And the Germans have trouble because they'll get suppressed behind here because they miss Maxim. They don't want to be in that position. We also have an Aufklar running around. Ooh. The Germans are taking a good hold of the town though, with some Straftuppen pulled in as well. Some German penal troopers. In order to lay some mines quickly. But more Soviets are coming in. But there's no windows in this side of the building. Bulwark and an MT-34 armed the Grenadiers holding down here. Lots of firefights here. All across the front line. Pretty typical of the Eastern Front, to be honest. Eastern Front is a much grander scale than Western Front, in my opinion. As it should be, just like it was historically. Oh, we have a flamethrower coming up here with the Sabbaths inside the building. Ooh, now that's actually pretty dangerous for the Germans. Oh, now the flamethrower cannot hit them. They evacuate that building immediately. Maxim doing its best up here. We do have the manpower upgrade coming out here for Silver Wolf. Gonna give them some more manpower to work with. Also have an officer arriving here for the Soviet Union. Be equipped with some PPDs. The Grenadiers, Folks Grenadiers spreading around. We also have a 2-2-1 in the field, becoming a 2-2-2 shortly. Oh, Sabas managed to get behind the enemy line and threw a grenade there in the Sturm Grenadier. But in return, he'll throw a fragmentation grenade. Ooh, that's gonna be deadly. Ooh, actually did not do much. Lucky. But now we have the MP4, the armed pioneers in there. And the Folks Grenadiers will intercept their retreat. Going them down in the street there. Germans are taking more losses here, but so are the Soviets, but we do have a crowd more here in the open road. And the tank rifle hits it. It still prompts the Grenadiers to pull back. Maxims are being a very big issue here for the Waffen-SS on the open field. The 2 is arriving though, which the Maxims cannot deal with. Dish cam placements are trying to be dug in apparently. Well, not really. That's not a dish cam placement, that is headquarters bunker, and that is a medic bunker going up. So the Soviets trying to dig in, but with the 2-2 coming around, that's a big problem. We do have upgraded anti-tank rates on the Fontaviki, so if they can get close enough, they will be able to kill it. We also have Free Brave Fontaviki trying to do the same up here. And they do it. Very good usage of the squads there. Coordinating. And now the Soviets are docking here pretty heavily. It's going to be hard to get rid of. We're going on the southern flank, calling here by the Soviet lieutenant. Lieutenant. Let's see how you say it in Russian. Well, the Russian pronunciation would be. Soviets are pushing up with their DPMs here. Taking the fight to the Waffen-SS. Pretty aggressively at that. Here they come rushing across the fields. Lots of brave Soviets. Hopefully a bunch of Ukrainians amongst them, because I fully support Ukraine behind what's going on at the moment. I do not support what Russia is doing. Nobody should support what Russia is doing, to be honest. Ooh, and yeah, Fontaviki doing a pretty good job here. Like, Fontaviki are very hard to deal with, especially with Maxim support. That is a very good combination here. Ooh, anti-tank rates being used here. But the Russians are out of munitions now, which is not good. Just bring over mortar, but they need some more kind of support. You also have a T-7 here in the center of the town. Not really the center of the town, but in the town. Bravo also driving around. Trying to put some shots into the Germans. Southern flank has been dug in heavily with a pillbox though. They're actually suppressing a bunch of Soviets here with their MG-30 for 100 rounds. Unique to Mechanisierte. Wagen right to the northern flank. I think the Germans realize they need to supplement the northern flank or it's over.
An anti-tank gun has taken the field.
And the Soviets are just applying so much pressure up there. Looks like something destroyed over the crowd mower. Probably. We also have a pack here, a pack 38. Threaten the T-70. Pillbox set up down here now. That's going to be very hard for the Soviets to push through. 40 HQ still under big threat. That's actually a sys gun now to shoot it. So it's to bring up everything they need to deal with it. Also the Lieutenant here for the Wehrmacht. Pushing up aggressively. Killing the flamethrower squad himself with his MP40. Lots of Volksgrenadiers and Grenadiers being supplemented to the northern flank now. But I think that HQ might be gone. We have double baby tiger coming out. No, that's not a baby tiger, that's a Lux. We rarely get to see the Lux, so that's cool. Let's see what the Lux can do if used correctly. That might be hard in the open fields with so many sys guns. You can't really risk getting close to the Montevici either due to their AT grenades. But cool to see the Lux on the field. An armored Panther II with a automatic cannon. Destroying some coal. Oh, excuse me. Hiccup. Destroying some cola here. MG-34 armed, the Grenadiers doing their best. Laying down suppressive fire on the Montevici. Lux coming up now here. Did not move too far up though because of the sys guns. But it's getting some good shots here, it looks like. That's a lot of Soviets. They also have a truck to reinforce from. The Soviets are just going to stay there and, well, outshoot the Germans. There's not much the Germans could do in that situation. And the Montevici are pushing forwards. I don't think the Germans can hold this back. They're definitely going to try though. They do have a Sturmgun here, but they're going to try and grab that mortar first. Just going to limit it on manpower. Well, looks like the Luxus are pushing southwards. Probably a smart move, but there is a sys gun down here as well. It has double sys guns. I think the Soviets are prepared for this. This one even has 9 men because it's an artillery one. That's a unique upgrade you can get on all the weapon teams if you're playing as artillery. 3 extra men. Surprisingly useful for survivability. I rarely see people do it though, so it's cool to see people do it. All from Mthis point falls to the Soviet hands. Looks also gonna try and make the push. There's also a tank on the team. Mthis takes out one in one shot. That's gonna make the other one decide not to go that way. Germans still hold the town, or well, the center of it. But that might be a very precarious position they cannot hold for long. Hunsberg, I believe, on the field. Unique unit available to Encirclement. Really cool unit. Being equipped with MT-42's 100 rounds. They're under a lot of fire here with those Maxims. They're having some issues. And the Soviets keep threatening the northern flank here pretty aggressively. Silverwolf is losing a lot of units. There's too many Soviets and they're also digging in as they push up.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
But clearly these Soviets know what they're doing. We do have Foxstone trying to flank. Not really the Foxstone, but Volksgrenadier. Order also took out basically one of the Maxims. But the Volksgrenadiers got mowed down out in the open. But the northern front line of Mthis is falling apart. Shock troopers now in the town. Only have one window here though, which makes them easy pickings for the Germans. Leutnant probably has to pull back though. Well, he can reinforce from here because they have a 4 HQ up in the center of the town. This very intact building here. But now there's artillery coming in. Being called here by the motorized lieutenant. Gonna force the Germans to try and pull out, I think. Luke's pushing up, but there's a T-34. More shells hit the center of town, but doesn't really do much. Germans still holding on with their penal troops. Now manning various weapons. T-34 pushing up here, but the northern German flank only has the Sturm Grenadier. They are completely being overrun. Trying to grab the pack again. But I don't think that's going to be enough. Oh yeah, high explosive kills the team. Smoke grenade going out to try and cover their retreat. On the side here, frag grenade. Double packs now being called in. You do have a pack on the flank trying to supplement. Special charge from the shock troopers didn't do much there. And MG34 is going to mow them down. Ooh, that's a painful loss. This Grenadier is doing a pretty decent job with that MG34. Big survey pushing the southern flank. Conscripts and Frontoviki moving in. You got the Bulgarian army following up behind as well, or at least elements of it. As well as a Kapitan on the field. Penal troops as well as a 9-man Yushka. So he's trying to pull through with everything down here. As they try to encircle the German positions. Good grenade in retaliation though. Sturmgrenadiers are not giving up. Of course, the Fundsberg coming up here. The MT-42. And this pillbox is doing a lot of work. Ooh, and yeah, that's a horrible retreat path. Yeah, horrible retreat path. That's gonna hurt.
One of our machine guns has been silenced.
And we have troops moving down here. And yeah, Chu did not like that retreat path. Understandable. And apparently he does not like the map. T-3476 moving into the town. You also have 85 Ace on the fields. Pack 38 managed to get a shot in. Other pack moving up. That's gonna prompt the T-34 to pull back, but the rest of the Soviet infantry is preparing to pull up. It's not gonna be an easy fight here in the streets. Oh, they have a Panzerstrike. Oh, they missed! Throwing a grenade instead, but I have to pull back. But so it's pull back briefly as well. We have a Stu 42 here for the Germans. Panzer Division has just dug in with several packs. We also have some of the Leibstandarte or Liebstandarte. Unique squad available to SS Panzer. Very good squad, can be equipped with a lot of different stuff, but we generally see scope Sturmgewehr and normal Sturmgewehr. These are the what people prefer to go for them. Personally, I like the full MP40. I think that's really cool. Surprisingly accurate on the move, I believe. Also, it's preparing to push up. Several more T-34s preparing. I don't think the Germans can hold on for much longer under this pressure. They're certainly trying. Packs are doing their best here, but there's so many Soviets. It's going to be a hard approach for the Soviets to push up on if they decide. There's too much fire in the way. Packs are doing their best. Lots of fire going in around here. Infantry force pushing up. Loading a fragmentation round. Will hit the cover, do I wonder? Ooh! Managed to kill most of them there. We also have artillery hitting into the town now. A howitzer? Ah, heavy mortar, right. Makes a lot of sense. When the unique units available to shock. I believe also rifle gets it though. Can really apply a lot of pressure to German defense. Very cautious to keep going though constantly with your munitions. 30 per salvo. Really stacks up suddenly if you have several of them. The Germans hit some machine guns to cover the frontliner here, I feel. As the Soviet infantry is just taking shots at the packs. So the heavy mortar is firing again, I think. That might be the German mortar, actually. Two moving up here. Oh, I think it knows what it's going for a specific... Oh, it was trying to go for that Maxim, but missed. The Stu's not very accurate at long range. Kinda intend to deal with the fortifications. Could also be attack rounding. E3-476 in the town. There's the first opening fire. Oh, didn't do much there. It killed some of the field gun team though. And the fighting continues in the streets. Ideas are kind of stuck in this little street here. Oh, that's a grenade on them. Oh, and that's a dead grenadier squad. Two turning around here. E54 pushing up. Looks like it deflect the high explosive shield off its front. High explosive shield killed one guy there. We also have a Stuk coming up. They will certainly need some kind of anti-tank vehicle here. The Stuk could do. So it's just keep threatening the front line here with field guns. SS Panzer is trying to take up finally though, to full tier. In a costly trip for them, I think. Still being used as an artillery piece right now, firing 3 shells. There's so many cannon shots. Ah, because the Soviets are flanking down here too. So it's hard to flank on all the angles they can. The Encirclement is almost complete. It's moving up rapidly. Bomb is also running on, and this T-34 is just driving through the lines, but gets hit by panzer tracks. Oh my god, so much is happening. And while this is happening, the Soviets push into the middle of the town. They push the Germans out of it. 85 is pushing up, Gebauterladung being thrown. Killing the squad next to the T-45. Flamethrowers pushing up now here, sulking in the flamethrowers. Potential charge on the 4 HQ. Sappers down though. The T-34s keep pushing up. Molotov on the Sturm Grenadiers, killing them. Assault guns are trying to push for the town though, to try and push the Soviets back out. 85As took a big shot, so it's pulling back. KV-8 on the southern flank. Alongside a KV-2. Soviets are bringing out the big guns. So the Soviets intend to just completely overwhelm this flank now. T-54 sacrificed itself for the ramming maneuver. KV-8's about to drive up. Stuke G is definitely gonna be in for it. Gets hit by a assist gun. Does the first shots. Almost destroys the KV-8. But the Soviets are undaunted and keep pushing. Bringing down a squad there in the forest. Panzergrenadiers on the southern flank, but they're not going to do much, I feel. It's just too many Soviets. They suck at aiming, though. And you cannot see them. There might be a blank call by effect in the way that it didn't spawn for us. But it's most certainly that squad down there. All the HQ taken out here by the Soviets. KV-2 keeps pushing. There's a Stuke waiting though. Oh, good shot there with the KV-2. Used a concrete piercing round. But the rest of the Soviets try to push up here, but they decide to pull back instead. The Germans have managed to fortify it somewhat, but they're about to be completely encircled. If they're encircled, there's not much they can do. Stormtroopers move towards a freaking KV-8. You don't want to do that. Another KV-8 pushing up. One KV-8 down. Penal troopers running around here. Grabbing the pack. Let's see if they can turn it on the Germans. Oh, good shot there with the KV. The KV is so dangerous if used correctly. You do have a Panzer IV that finally arrived for the Germans though. But it might be a little too late, I feel. Oh, there might be another concrete piercing round. Will it fire? Nope. But at this point, the Germans surrender. I don't blame them, they are basically encircled. Like the flank is even folding over here. Well, this was a fun little match. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll see you next one, everyone. Bye bye.